everybody, I'm Jocelyn Memento. Welcome to Connecticut Style. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Coming up, the cycle of falling in and out of love. Relationship counselor T.C. Brantley is back to talk about why it happens and what couples can do to bring back that loving feeling. Plus, Olena Murphy from the Design Wish team shares ideas for creating a beautiful spring-themed dining table. It screams out spring, doesn't it? Now let's check in with Teresa.
All right, Jocelyn, I'm here with Trish Clark, the committee chair for the Leap Year event, and Heidi Lang, the owner of the Fig Cooking School. Welcome both of you to Connecticut Style.
Thank you so much.
Trish, tell us a little bit about the Leap Year event.
Well, LEAP is an organization that has been around for 20 years in New Haven, and it's leadership, education, athletics, and partnerships for kids after school. And the LEAP Year event is our annual fundraiser. We have about 30 dinners in and around fantastic homes in New Haven, and we have guests of honor at each dinner.
Speaking of guests of honor,
Heidi Lang is one of our guests of honor at the dinners next week.
And you own the Fig Cooking School.
I own the Fig Cooking School, and today we're making something that's very typical of the kinds of things we do in our classes, which is to make beautiful, elegant, and highly flavorful food without spending hours and hours in the kitchen.
And it's seared ahi tuna?
It's seared Asian tuna with an avocado mango salsa.
Sounds terrific. All right, ladies, let's get the show on the road. Look right into camera 2. Tell everyone what they're going to do.
So sit back, relax, you're having lunch with style.
Now is the perfect time to call Aspen Dental while custom-crafted dentures start at just $249, and you can pay no interest for 18 months. Call toll-free 1-877-302-7478 or go to aspendental.com/smile.
I thought once I got my dentures, I was done. But after a few years, they just didn't fit right anymore. When I got up to a tube of denture cream a week, I said, that's enough. I called Aspen Dental. My new dentures fit great, and I'm getting a lot more compliments on my smile.
Call toll-free 1-877-302-7478 or make appointments at aspendental.com/smile.
Dentures at Aspen Dental are custom crafted to give you the fit and the natural look you want.
Life before my new dentures was hard. Couldn't eat what I wanted to eat. But after I went to Aspen Dental, big difference. I could eat all the foods I love.
Hurry to get our custom-crafted dentures starting at just $249. Plus, you can pay no interest for 18 months. Call toll-free 1-877-302-7478 or go to aspendental.com/smile today.
Attention Cox subscribers. On February 29, 2012 at 11:59 p.m., Cox Communications' contract to carry WTNH-TV and WCTX-TV will expire. We are working hard to reach a new agreement. However, we feel it is our duty to keep our viewers informed. Visit www.wtnh.com for details.
Falling in and out of love. What can you do if your feelings have gone from hot to cold? Can you save your relationship, or is it just time to say goodbye?
Joining us now is Dr. T. Charles Brantley, a relationship counselor. We like to call him TC here for short. Welcome to Connecticut Style.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me back again.
Always great to have you.
Here, but it's cool. It's cool.
I know.
Don't take offense by it. So, TC, what happens? People, I guess people fall in and out of love.
People fall in and out of love because of finances, because of kids, and they forget about the importance of investing into each other, because that's what started the whole process.
What do you mean by they fall in and out of love? Does that really entirely go away, or is the love just sort of just
It is there, but the problem is that if you keep eroding the love, you keep eroding the love factor, it will totally go away, and then here comes the affair with somebody else. So that's why I teach couples that, you know what, in a relationship, when you get married, your marriage is like this. It's a strong chain. I brought big boy toys this time, right?
Of course.
A strong chain. But if you're not careful, the time will erode and erode. But again, you're connected. In the beginning, you were connected. The wedding was great. But again, if you're not careful, it will start to erode, and then the chain is broken.
I got to ask you, from someone who's not married, if I fall out of love with someone or I lose interest, I just kind of walk away.
Well, again, because you are not married yet.
You don't really need to work at it.
Well, if you're not married yet, then that's the case. But when you have made that that investment with each other before God and the witnesses, you just can't walk away that way. Because again, marriage is an investment, and every now and then you need to reinvest more than what you see at the particular time.
But even if you're not married, I know when I was was in serious relationships, I just wasn't willing to give it up either. I still wanted to see if I could work it out.
Again, now, there's a point where you have to say, okay, when do I fold them or when do I go forward in it? Now, that's why you need a good marriage counselor to help you understand that as well.
So they should come and see you, I suppose.
Exactly. Come and see me. We take it from there.
I guess one of the biggest problems is men and women take the relationship for granted.
They take it for granted, and then that's where the trophy mentality, you know, the man finally gets the wife, and I got her, she's in my possession, and then he puts her up on the nightstand and says, oh, look at my wonderful wife.
She's nice to walk around with.
You just said something, though, that I found kind of offensive. She's a possession.
That's the problem, is that you have to understand it is a constant giving of yourself to one another. That's why in a relationship, you got to put the hard hat on. Yeah, you know, how you doing? And you got to work at your relationship.
Shouldn't it be easy? Why are we doing all this work?
No. Anything worth having, you have to work for it. But, as I tell couples, not only do you work on it, there's good reward, too, as well.
All right, now, so it starts eroding.
Yeah.
We're laughing about this.
Yeah,
Starts eroding. At what point do you say to yourself, can this be saved?
As soon as, okay, anything can be saved. See, it bothers me. When your car breaks down, you will go to a mechanic every single time to get it fixed. Yeah, as soon as we see problem in our relationship, we'll go to find somebody else. Instead of understanding the issue can be fixed if you go to the right mechanic to get it fixed.
So what happens if one of you says, enough, I want to walk away, the other one's not ready to?
Okay, then you have to keep trying. I tell couples, you know what, give yourself at least 6 months. The guy or the woman is trying, because, you know what, in a relationship, you have to shovel the stuff out. And there's a lot of...
I was wondering when that was going to come in.
Yeah, you have to shovel and put your back in it, yeah. You got to shovel and put this stuff out. Because if you don't shovel it out, then it'll start build up, and next thing you know, then you can't see each other anymore.
So really, communication, you're going to have to talk about what's going on.
You have to constantly communicate, and also, ladies and gentlemen, what it took to get your spouse is going to take to keep your spouse. So if he likes something, if she likes something, you cannot throw it away and say, well, you know what, I'm old, you're old. Listen, I don't care how old you are, you can still enjoy one another. I'm going to behave.
Oh, no, you're doing well.
I think we know what you're talking about.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, the thing is, I don't think people really fall out of love. I think what it is, sometimes they make the mistake of thinking that maybe it's really the fact that they don't like that person anymore. I say that sometimes, you know, I love you, but right now I don't really like you a lot.
It's a cleaning the glasses mentality. The glasses work fine, but if there's dirt on the glasses, you cannot see properly. Same thing with a relationship. Because of issues, because of fighting, because of whatever it may be, you know, the dirt gets on the glasses and you cannot see correctly. That's what most couples do, and that's why they take the glasses off. Oh, look at that person, when that's not your mate. The person who you married, they belong to you, and you work on it because they belong to you.
Let's talk about some more ways to fix this. You talked about counseling, you talked about paying attention to each other, communicating.
Yes.
Any other key factors?
Good loving. Good loving is very important. You know, people don't understand the hormones, the oxytocin, the dopamine that are released when you have good loving. Now, here's my point. If you can get mad at one another, I mean intense mad, why can't you say, you know what, this time, let's try something different. Instead of me sleeping on the couch, instead of me running away from you, I'm going to go and have good loving with you, and let's talk about it afterwards. So maybe let's apply some love first, and then let's talk about the issue.
That's one way to look at it.
Flip it for a while. Flip it. Flip it, people.
Just see if that works. And then if that doesn't work, then what do you got to do?
Call a marriage counselor. Because, very important, you learn from your parents. However your parents dealt with issues is how you will deal with issues, especially if they were divorced as well.
But what if you have kids in your body? That creates a whole other can of worms, I would assume.
It creates a whole can of worms. And again, here's another problem. If you can fuss and fight and curse in front of your kids, then you also can show a lot of affection in front of your kids. And it's amazing. Also, you got parents, 5-year-old child sleeping in the bed. You don't do that. You don't do that. That will cause a disarray in a relationship. Because, hear me, it's not the child, it's the husband and wife, it's the mom and dad that need that initial love more than anything else.
I'm a big believer that when a couple has an argument in front of their kids, that they need to show that they can also resolve it in front of the kids.
It's important because if the kids only see you argue and fuss, that's what you're training them to. But if they can see, wow, mom and dad had a big fight, but look at them. Mom and dad apologized to us in front of them, and then mom and dad are hugging it, and then the kids are saying, most importantly, mom and dad, go get a room. That's what you want your kids to do, not mom and dad, why are you fighting so much? I'm going to behave. I'm going to behave.
It's funny stuff, TC. We're out of time, though. Thank you so much for all the tips, bringing the props. It's always a pleasure to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
TC, you always make it so interesting.
That's what I do. That's what I do.
All right, coming up next in the kitchen, Asian seared tuna is on the menu. We'll see you after the break. Don't go anywhere.
If you're between the ages of 40 and 85, call 1-800-248-9700 now to find out more about Funeral Advantage. The average funeral costs over $9,000, but the most government benefits will pay your family is only $255, leaving your loved ones to pay the balance. Call now to learn how Funeral Advantage helps protect your loved ones. It pays up to $20,000 cash immediately for funeral and any other expenses. You must be age 40 to 85 to qualify. It's easy. No physical examination is necessary. And coverage starts as soon as you're accepted. To get free information about Funeral Advantage, call 1-800-248-9700 now. With Funeral Advantage, your rates will never increase, your benefits will never decrease, and your plan cannot be canceled. You'll also get a free planning guide to help carry out your wishes, so everything is done just as you'd want them to be. Funeral Advantage pays up to $20,000 cash to your family when they need it most. To get free information about Funeral Advantage and its benefits, call 1-800-248-9700 now. There's no obligation. Call now.
LEAP, which stands for Leadership, Education, Athletics in Partnership, is celebrating its 20th anniversary in a leap year on Leap Day with their annual Leap Year event. Here to fill us in are Trish Clark, the committee chair, and Heidi Lang, the owner of the Fig Cooking School. Ladies, nice to have you both here.
Great, thanks.
Trish, right off the bat, tell me what LEAP really is. What is it all about?
LEAP is a wonderful organization in New Haven that helps the kids. It helps the youth to have a place to go, activities. It, helps them become better adults. Gives us, after-school programs in education and athletics, like exactly like it says, and it's great for all the kids.
Seems like they're having fun. We're looking at some pictures on the screen, but we're here to talk about one of the biggest fundraisers, and that's the annual LEAP dinner. It's the 17th year.
17th year for the dinner, 20th year for LEAP, so it's huge. This is one of the best fundraisers in New Haven, I think. We get about 30 or so dinners a year. We start with a cocktail hour that has a book signing, and then we go to different homes in New Haven. So you get to get inside some fantastic homes, and you get to meet some fabulous guests of honor at each dinner.
And speaking of just guests of honor, we should bring Heidi into the conversation because you are one of them this year.
Indeed.
That's very exciting. And we're going to be making a tuna dish today, something you would see on the dinner tour?
It's possible. I haven't discussed it with the host of the house I'm visiting. But today we're doing a lovely Asian seared tuna with a mango avocado salsa. Seems like something you'd have in the summer, but really it's a year-round dish, especially after the holidays when you want to watch your calories.
And be healthy, right?
And be healthy. And the great thing about it is that it can be several different kinds of dishes. It can be with snap peas and rice, a very simple dinner, the mango salsa and crackers, another variation. And then, as a real showstopper, you can serve it as an appetizer, just on beautiful rice crackers with a dipping sauce.
Well, let's get started. Let's see how you're going to do this.
So we're first going to start with the tuna, and it's very important that you buy really, really high quality sushi grade center cut tuna like this, because we're only searing it, so it's not sushi, and it's not fully cooked either, but you want to make sure that it's extremely fresh. And the first thing we're going to do is to take some wasabi. This is just like the wasabi that you have in Japanese restaurants for sushi.
It's a little spicy, right?
Yeah, it's a little spicy.
To it.
And you can add as little or as a lot as you'd like to this. So most people, a lot of this kind of singes off a little bit as we cook. So we're doing each side with a little wasabi, and then we'll take the soy sauce, which is going to help the sesame seeds, the black sesame seeds, adhere to the tuna. So we'll do one side, and then we'll turn them over.
Ooh, it's starting to smell good already.
And the smell in here after this starts cooking is heavenly. Be very gentle when you turn these over. You don't want to disturb the wasabi or the soy sauce. So, and as you can see, the other great thing about this meal, which is something we do often in classes, is to make things that are really vibrant and really tasty, but also aren't going to take you
too
2
long,
days.
right? So you could do this fairly quickly?
Exactly. Most people think that fish especially is kind of scary, and that, you know, that it's very easy to get wrong. But as you can see, this would take you no more than 10 minutes. And here comes the part that adds the drama.
All right. Now, do we need to have this heated up?
We do. We're going to put that on.
You put it on. Those sesame seeds
yeah, and we're going to add 2 tablespoons of canola oil while this heats up. And we're doing something called searing today, which is the same kind of thing you do for steak, for chicken, for many things. It's the same technique where we're on high temperature. Is this on?
You know, we have an induction oven, so I'm not sure if the pan might work, but we know exactly what we're supposed to do here.
Okay.
We know that we're going to cover it in the sesame seeds, and that's going to get really hot. And
so we'll put it, we'll put it on.
Oh,
and,
there we go. Jackpot.
The on button. We're going to put it on. We're going to put it on high now because we want this. When you sear, you want the pan to be extremely hot, and we're then just going to pat these sesame seeds here and do the same thing on the other side. So when you cut this, it will actually look a cross between pastrami and steak, at a rare steak.
It kind of does, right?
It kind of does, so it's deceiving. And we'll do the same with this one. If you're having a big crowd, obviously, you can make as many steaks as you like, and then cut it accordingly, depending on whether you're having an appetizer or a main course. Okay. So these are ready, and as you might be able to hear,
it's getting hot, right?
It's sizzling a little bit. When you hear that, we'll throw in. When we see that little sizzle, that'll be ready. So while we're waiting for that to get just slightly hotter.
Okay. I see we have a nice mango corn.
We have some mango salsa, and we're going to work on that next. Okay, it's steaming. That's how we know it's ready. And we're just going to do 2 to 3 minutes on each side. So if it seems like 2 minutes or so, I'm going to ask you, Teresa, to turn them over.
I could do that.
Okay. And now we're going to work on our mango salsa.
All right, we have about a minute left, Heidi, but of course we're going to try all this at the end of the show.
Sure. So this is very easy. We're going to take 3/4 of a cup of corn.
Okay.
And 1/2 cup of red onions.
Okay.
And mango. This is a whole mango. And if we have a moment, we might cut a mango to see. And then we're going to take our
little avocado. Is that what you're adding?
Yeah.
Okay.
And scoop it out.
Now, how will you serve this? Will you put this right on top of the fish? Will you eat it as a side dish?
Well, you can put it on top of it. We've served it actually on the side with crackers, with rice crackers. But you can also do it on top or as an appetizer. We're going to dice these a little bit. Okay, Teresa, do you want to turn that over?
I'll give it a shot.
That would be great. Just be very gentle. And we'll add a little salt to this.
That was gentle. I'm trying though.
Well,
that's
still
okay.
in one piece, so that's good.
That's okay. And it's going to get smoky, and that's part of the lovely sweet flavor.
Oh my goodness.
Really?
Oh, there
that's
we go.
Okay.
We got
that's
it.
Perfect. The great thing about...
Heidi, you know what? We're out of time, but at the end of the show, we're going to taste all this and see how it comes together. Of course, the recipe is online at WTNH.com. And some information on the screen here about the annual Leap Dinner. It's happening February 29th. All the information's on the screen. Go to leapforkids.org for more information. More Connecticut Style after the break. We'll be right back.
Thank you. Okay.
If you're a weather enthusiast, I mean a real weather diehard, now there's a website just for you. Weather Edge at WXEdge.com. It's where people go to talk weather, show weather, and learn about everything that makes Connecticut's weather incredible. WXEdge.com, featuring Connecticut's biggest team of weather bloggers and photographers. It's all weather, all the time. Get the Weather Edge at WXEdge.com.
Kia is the fastest growing franchise in America.
But that has its problems. Inventory is hard to get, especially on the most popular models.
But my wife inspired me to go to the factory and fight for more, so that's what I did.
We have over 100 of the most popular Kia brands in stock, including the hard-to-get Kia Soul, Kia Sportage, and Kia Rio.
And we're making deals on these hard-to-get cars.
I'm glad he was listening and got this inventory, because we want to see you in a Kia.
We see it all the time. People making a bad decision to talk or text on their phone while driving, carelessly ignoring their surroundings and the safety of other drivers. Accidents don't just happen. They're caused by bad decisions made by careless people.
Trantolo and Trantolo turns those bad decisions into fair settlements for the innocent people and families they hurt. Trantolo and Trantolo, 888-TRAN-TOLO.
Design Wish team is at it again. It's the 5th year the group Interior Design Professionals is donating its time and talent to give a deserving family complimentary room makeover.
Olena Murphy is an interior designer on the team and is here with an update. Plus, she's also going to show us a spring-inspired idea you can do right at home. It's great to have you here. What a lovely setting. Three of them you've brought.
Thank you.
I think right off the bat we should talk a little bit about Design Wish, what exactly it is.
Sure. Design Wish is a group of interior design professionals from the Connecticut shoreline. Once a year, we get together and award a deserving family a complimentary room makeover. We ask the public to nominate a deserving individual or family, and the team gets together and we vote on who we feel is our recipient.
And so who's the recipient this year? What are you doing for them?
Our recipient this year are Blanche and Minor Vincent, and they're from Clinton, Connecticut. And Minor actually founded a charity, Families Helping Families. And with that charity, it's been in about 6 years, he has actually raised over 100,000 pounds of food for his local food bank. In addition, they have raised over $10,000 in funds for fuel assistance for needy families in the Clinton area.
So are you redoing a room, a basement? What are you?
Yes.
Is it underway?
Yes, it is. It's in full swing. They wanted their basement to be renovated. They had had a flood. And since then, the room has been completely unusable. Okay. So Minor really wanted a space where he can go and gain inspiration to come up with new ideas of how he can raise funds to help his charity.
Well, we're looking forward to see what you've done with that. But first, you've come up with some renovations for the dining room tables.
That's true.
Yes, I have.
What's over here? This is so unique. And you said this is a chalkboard?
Yeah, it's actually blackboard cloth. And the fun thing about it is, first what I've done is, each place setting is common in that I've just taken a simple white dinner plate. Oh. So that's the caring theme throughout and how you can really accessorize it.
And the other theme is that it's spring. Everything is spring-like.
Yeah. You wouldn't know it from the day outside today. So here with the chalkboard paint, the fun thing about this is that you can create your own placemat. You can add.
I mean, you could write right on here if you want to.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, that could be fun at a dinner party.
Exactly.
It'd be fun for the kids as well if you had kids at the dinner table.
Exactly. It's a fun thing to do for kids.
And what about this one? The lemons just brighten up a whole table.
Exactly. People often think that a centerpiece is fresh cut flowers, but it doesn't have to be. You can use fresh fruit and it makes a beautiful, powerful statement.
Now, go back to the flowers for a second here.
Yes.
You chose tulips, but you say the thing here would, what should you do when you're using fresh flowers as your centerpiece?
Well, my personal favorite, I love to use a lot of one color. But unfortunately, where I bought these, I bought them out of the purple, so I said, okay, I need to pop in just a little bit of the green, but I tied that right in with my napkins. And
so you like one color in each one?
I do. I think it makes a powerful statement.
All right, and so again, this is the spring theme. A lot of different colors you've incorporated here.
Yeah, just a lot of color punch.
All right, and lastly, this looks great. It's like you're going to play some golf.
Well, this is actually a moss mat. And you can just, they basically are sold in rolls, and you can cut it to placemat size. I chose to do it as a runner. And it's just really to pick up the very earthy green.
It's really unusual.
Yes.
You don't typically see that on the table, right?
Right. I mean, but it's dead, it's not living, so no bugs are going to crawl out of it and, you know, eat your food.
And you also have chargers. You always use chargers?
I do. I like to layer. As I do in creating a room, I like to start with the carpet and then you move up and you keep layering on different elements. Just makes the table setting much more interesting.
So you keep the chargers there while you're having dinner the entire time?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
Very good.
Yes.
You also have a wine tasting and an event. Let's put all the information up on the screen, the Dream Wish wine tasting, so you could help out the cause here.
Yes.
It's Thursday, March 8th from 5:30 to 7:30 at the Stone House in Guilford. You can call 203-605-1238 or visit dreamwish.org, and that would help create more room makeovers, right?
Yes, yes. And if there's one more thing I can add, we are really, really looking for more donations to help us finish this room makeover.
Very good. Y'all probably looking for volunteers as well.
Yes, volunteers.
Don't go away. There's more Connecticut Style right after this.
At Amica, we know that different people have different reasons for choosing auto insurance.
I'm always looking for a great price.
I'm a value connoisseur. Customer service, that's my sweet spot.
It's got to be someone you trust.
No matter how you decide, call 877-35-AMICA for a free auto insurance quote. At Amica, we listen and we focus on what you need, and you could save hundreds of dollars.
Value isn't just a good price. Amica worked with me to find the best coverage, and I've always heard great things about their claim service.
If you want to be a satisfied customer, pick a company that's known for customer satisfaction.
I did my homework on Amica, and they get A++ ratings for financial strength year after year.
When I called, they found discounts I didn't even know I qualified for.
So no matter what you're looking for from auto insurance,
I wanted
a company I could count on.
To save money.
To be treated like gold.
All of the above.
Call 877-35-AMICA for your free no-obligation quote. You could save hundreds by switching to Amica. So call Amica now.
When a person is injured on the job or is involved in an accident, they may need legal representation. The insurance company employs adjusters and lawyers to protect them. You need someone to protect you and your family as well. When you hire Jonathan Perkins Injury Lawyers, your consultation with us is free, and if you need our services, there's no fee unless we recover for you. It is our goal to level the playing field for all consumers. Jonathan Perkins Injury Lawyers. Get the power of Perkins.
Alrighty, we are back here in the kitchen with all of our guests, and we're going to try the lovely Asian tuna here. Looks delightful.
Oh, thank you.
And you finished the mango salsa.
We did, and that took an extra 30 seconds, if anything. And so we just added, after we added a little lemon and a little lime and a little salt and pepper, preferably sea salt.
Okay. Oh, wow.
That looks
For me,
great.
Jocelyn, you take that.
You go first.
Take first.
Hey, TC, why you still have a microphone on? Tell us where people can find you on the weekends.
Yes, 1575 Thompson Avenue in Waterbury, Connecticut is our church home. We're invited to come at 10 o'clock a.m. service.
All right.
Very good.
Great. Thanks to all of our guests today, and we're going to enjoy this fabulous meal. Have a great day, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.